Hey everyone, and welcome. So today we're going to talk about one of my absolute favorite indoor plants, especially if you're just starting out. Yep, we're diving into the amazing snake plant.
Okay, let me ask you something. Do you think you have a black thumb? You bring a beautiful plant home, you're so excited, and then a few weeks later, it's not looking so good. If you feel like you're destined to kill every plant you touch, stick around because I've got some seriously good news for you.
So let me introduce you to your new best friend, the snake plant. Or, if you want to get fancy, its scientific name is Sansevieria. Look, this plant is legendary for being just ridiculously tough. It makes it the perfect, and I mean perfect, starting point for anyone new to plants, or, let's be real, for anyone who's just super busy. It's kind of like the superhero of the houseplant world.
All right, so you're probably thinking, here comes the complicated care manual, but nope. Here's the best part. To keep this plant thriving, you literally only need to remember 2 golden rules. That's it. Just 2 things. Easy, right? Okay, rule number 1. And listen up, because this is the big one. It's all about water. Seriously, if you get this right, you've won like 90% of the battle. And a little spoiler for you, it's all about doing less, not more. Yeah, you heard that right. You only need to even think about watering the sky maybe once every 10 to 14 days. So we're talking what, twice a month? Maybe? It is the absolute definition of a low-maintenance plant.
So here's the key, the most crucial part. Before you even think about grabbing that watering can, you've got to make sure the soil is completely, and I mean completely, dry. Just stick your finger in there about an inch or 2 deep. If you feel even a hint of moisture, just walk away. Seriously, the plant is totally fine.
All right, that was rule 1. Easy enough. So on to our second and final golden rule, light. You might be wondering, okay, where do I put this thing? And the answer is, well, pretty much anywhere you want. Now, don't get me wrong. Does it prefer a nice spot with bright, indirect light? Oh, for sure. That's its ideal situation. But, and this is what makes it so amazing, it's also totally cool just surviving and even looking good in that low-light corner of your room where you've tried to grow things before and failed. It can handle it.
This is why it's just so perfect for, almost any spot. Bedrooms, offices with those not-so-great fluorescent lights, your living room, you name it. This plant just adapts. It's incredible.
Okay, so we've covered how easy it is to keep alive, but that's just scratching the surface. This plant doesn't just sit there looking pretty. Nope, it actually takes care of you. It's time to talk about its hidden superpowers.
All right, quick little science lesson here. You know the air inside our homes? Well, it's not always as clean as you'd think. It can have these common chemicals floating around, things like formaldehyde and benzene. And they come from everyday stuff, like furniture, paint, even cleaning supplies.
And this is where your snake plant basically puts on its superhero cape. It actively pulls those nasty toxins right out of the air. But here's the part that's really cool. Unlike almost every other plant, it keeps producing oxygen at night. How cool is that? That makes it like the perfect plant to have in your bedroom.
Okay, you feeling confident? You should be. So let's level up your plant game a little bit. I'm going to give you a couple of pro tips, and we're going to talk about the one single mistake you have to avoid at all costs.
So I've been going on and on about how tough this plant is, right? How it can survive almost anything. And you're probably thinking, is there anything that can actually kill it? Well, yes, there is one thing, one weakness. It's Achilles' heel, if you will. Over-watering. That's it. That is its one and only kryptonite. Giving it too much love, too much water, that leads to root rot. And that, my friends, is the #1 killer of these nearly indestructible plants. Just remember this, it would always rather be too dry than too wet.
But don't worry, avoiding this is super simple. 2 things. First, when you pot it, use a soil mix for cacti or succulents. It's designed to drain really fast. And second, and this is non-negotiable, make sure your pot has drainage holes. You gotta have them. It lets that extra water escape, and that is absolutely critical.
So once you've got the hang of keeping one alive, and let's be honest, it's super easy, you're probably going to want more. And here's the best part. You don't even have to go out and buy them. Yeah, you can make new snake plants for free. It's called propagation. There are 2 really easy ways. You can just snip off a piece of a healthy leaf and stick it in some water until it grows roots. Or, the next time you're repotting it anyway, you can just gently pull the root ball apart into a few different sections. Seriously, it's that easy.
So let's just recap real quick. What are we looking at here? We've got a plant that's gorgeous, right, with those cool, sharp, modern-looking leaves. It asks for basically zero effort from you. And on top of all that, it's literally cleaning the air in your home. I mean, come on. It's the total package.
And that's pretty much everything you need to know. You are now officially ready to be a super successful snake plant parent. So I guess there's only one question left. Where are you going to put your new, unkillable, air-purifying best friend?